Okay, I'm back. So, this is where I'm up to, or where we left off with the quarter panel off and everything. So I've just gone through and trimmed the panel up, got a bit wild there on some points, and these things came in while I was at work. So I just got to nick up along there, open that gap up. Got a little bit crazy there on some of it, but yeah. So as I go along, I'll pull these off and move them to where they need to be. And that there got a little bit wild, but anyway, it'll match the quality of the rest of the car, I guess. Where's that tail light? Here we go. There's the hole. There we go. So that'll be tail light when she goes in. So that all is going to work out. Yeah, so I guess we'll go along and tackle this. And oh yeah, so where it was all coated, I went through and ground it off and then put the weld through primer on, so I can actually get it won't be all contaminated with that black rust prevention stuff. Yeah, so I guess I'll go through and tack it all on. See how we go. Yeah, I'll tack that and twist that back out. I've got rid of those tacks down there so I can move that panel again. But yeah, I'll get a few tacks on and then get back to you. So there we have this one just all tacked in place. The light, when it bolts up, will sit there. Will look pretty good. So I just went along, tacked it all up top. It's going to be pretty wicked. Except for my welding. That's not very wicked, but yeah. Pumped. Have to go along and straighten all that up on there. And I'll just have to put some tacks in here where that's, well, it's kind of wedged there now, but so that doesn't rattle around. But getting there, slowly. I've still got to do up in the window, rear window, arch, whatever you call it there, recess. Pumped. So there's that section welded on anyway. And a little bit there, I haven't worried about along here because I'll probably cut that out and figure out how big of a infill section is. Hang on. Looks like my little fella's on his way down. Oh, I'll just turn this off and go see what he's up to. So we've, well, after a few days laid up in bed, crook as, I'm finally back out in the shed. I did weld this guard up before I got crook and ground it back. So, as you know, I'm a bit of an impatient sort of person. So rather than doing like nice small welds, I got a bit carried away and was doing like inch long sections. And what it actually did was, if you look down the side, was pulled it in, which I'm not too worried about. You know, a skim of filler along there. Along here's all welded up. I haven't worried about welding this section on because when I get my rust repair section, I don't know exactly how far it's going to go, so I've just left that tacked there, welded up around there and around the boot edge. I've still got to do the seams along the top and around here. I'm leaving this section here because depending on the rust repair section I get, I just don't know if it's going to be just like that piece or if it's going to be that whole section there. I fitted a door again just to make sure everything was being where it was supposed to be. Obviously the door can come back maybe just a little bit, but the gap, you can see how it's like, I don't know, 1/4 inch and then narrows up to like 1/8 and then back out. So I'm putting that down as Holden's fault. Nothing to do with my panel beating skills at all. But it's a little tight up the front here. But like I said, the door can probably come back just a little bit and it can actually come down because that's too big of a gap along there, so it can come down, which will open that gap up. So my plan at the moment is to finish off this quarter going along the top around that edge, and I've also got to finish up in that seam and doing the spots up underneath there. Once I've done that, I'll weld the boot lid support pieces on, and then I'll grab my boot lid and throw it on, because I haven't actually checked to see if the sides have warped at all. So yeah, once I get that on, I'll know if I haven't messed up there. Righto, so I'll finish, like I said, doing that top section there and ginning around, and then we'll get back to yous. Yep, it's on. So I just dropped the boot lid on. Gap, yeah, not too bad. Could have been better, but no, it is what it is. It's sitting down this side because there's no rubber seal on this side to actually keep it propped up square. And the boot needs to come back a little bit as well, because if you can see, it's a bit tight. So all in all, that should fit pretty well. Haven't worried about welding just here yet because I'll probably get that new replacement panel. Welded up the top there, and same along that top ledge. Yeah, so that's where this one's got to. Oh, and I welded on the inside and finished it all off. Had to do the same thing as I did with the inner section, as I drilled a hole, put a bolt there, pulled it together, and then welded it all up. I thought I was hitting here, so I trimmed a little bit out. And of course I trimmed too much, so I'll have to, whichever way that goes, put that little infill piece in. But yeah, you can see why I'm going to replace that top section from here. I don't know if that's going to be too dark actually. Yeah, because it's just, yeah, may as well just buy that whole strip and put it in. But yeah, that's where I'm up to at the moment. So I don't know how long of footage this will be, but I'll throw this bit up online anyway, and then I can get cracking at doing some other stuff on here, and I can get probably 2 videos up this day's off, hopefully. Yeah. Oh, that's one thing I was going to do. I thought at the end of each video from now on I might put up of what could be done, what I could have done better, what did work, what didn't work, kind of thing. So, as I mentioned, the welding, instead of doing like the 1.5 inch sort of lengths I was doing, probably could have shortened it way down to keep the cooling, keep the metal a bit cooler so it wasn't so distorting. What else was there? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to write this stuff down. Next video, it'll be better anyway. Righto.